Welcome everyone. Welcome to RVT. Rashid's video tube in conjunction with JC, Rashid's News Jukebox Center. And I am Rashid Arman coming on live on social media, YouTube, Google, and other social media platforms. Glad you guys can stop by the house. That's right, come by and let me make you feel better. Cheer you up with some new stuff here. Baby, you ready to do this? Cool. What year is this? Would y'all believe 1940s? Ooh, good one, good year. Good year. A very good year. Would y'all believe I have done 2 shows. This is my 3rd one. The other 2 I did before this, we just turned off because we just didn't feel like we weren't feeling the shit. Yeah. Ironic, but true. What's up, girl? Ironically, I feel so satisfied now because not only is it Friday, but it's really a silver, dark, and gloomy day out there. About time. Yesterday, that sun was kicking out ass. God. But today is just marvelous. Was marvelous by the time y'all listen to, this coming on to be over, and then we're back into this. They say it's gonna be sunny tomorrow or some shit. Oh well. Oh well. So let me explain, guys. I have, Shison. Yeah, I know, right? Shison is just a couple weeks away. A week away, actually. And I have some really awesome material. This is one of them that you guys see on the screen. This is one of them. I want to take this time to talk about this right here. This. Patty Mae. The Rye is her middle name. That's Rashid. I created her. There's nowhere on the planet Earth that you could find her. Nowhere. I actually created her from my imagination. Would you believe that? I swear. I'm not shitting you. She came from my imagination, man. I swear I wouldn't lie to you. This is a new show. But it's not like any ordinary show. This show here, I knew y'all was going to start laughing. I'm talking to my crew. I knew they was going to start laughing and shit. Because I'm always experimenting. And this show here is not going to be like a normal show, guys. Meaning, it's not going to be like what the X-rated thing, a fucking thing, like, okay, this is for adults only, you know, that's the first thing you think about. You see women like this, thinking they white women. There's Jews that look like this, there's Irish women that look like this, Italian women that look like this. They not necessarily be white, guys. And see, yeah, surprisingly, some black women look like surprisingly. Yeah, surprisingly. But nonetheless, because there's always a race thing to come up. And I want to create peace around here. You know, it's not everybody that looks like this is a white American, for Christ's sake. Gotta make peace around here. God, hurry up, please hurry. People start talking shit and you don't even know what the hell they talk about. So, this show is an interesting show. I'm gonna give it a rundown in a few. I'm gonna give you a rundown about it. All right. Then, when the show come on, you're gonna have some information about it. You'll know about it a little bit. How does that sound? Okay. Her name is Patty Ramey. Patty Ramey. If you say it all together, it's Patty Ramey. But it's her first name is Patty, her middle name is Ra, short for Rashid, and her last name is May. Now, like I said, I created her from my imagination. Now, the show is about. Now, this is what the show is about. I'm with her. And see that house right there on the screen? Okay, I'm with her in that house. It looks morbidable. It looks very morbid. It looks, well, that's what kind of nights. Because every time we do the show, it's going to be night and gloomy. You know, it's going to be awful. She lives in that house by herself. She lives in the house by herself. I met her when I was catching the bus. Okay? She was carrying a huge box and all. And you'll see the introduction when the show starts. It's a Shiesty show. I think we're going to stream it all the way through Shiesty. Yeah, kind of like Dragonfly and the rest of the shows we have. We're going to stream it through Shiesty. So we're going to stream it through Shiesty. And it begins with me at the bus stop. I'm telling the story of what happened. See scenes in every fucking thing, dude, from the neighborhood. I created the neighborhood. I created every fucking thing about this. Everything. Every goddamn thing, guys. Anyway, we start off at the bus stop, waiting for the bus. I hear struggling. I turn around, and she's carrying this huge box. Very huge box, man. So I offer my assistance to take the box, and I reassure her that I'm okay, to trust, you know, because you can't trust people today and shit. And I'm like, okay, you know, you can trust me and stuff like that. So she accepted it. Maybe I can let y'all hear a little bit. Hold on for a minute. Wait 1 second here. I'll let y'all hear a little bit. Let me see if I can. I'm going to the show now. I'm working on this along with, y'all know I have a Rashid Universe. And you don't have the internet show. That's finished. Rashid Universe will be finished in a second. So get ready for some fun, guys. Get ready for some entertainment. Just let me get things together, because these shows take time. You know, I'm juggling shows. I'm doing this show, running here, but doing this one and shit, and I'm running here and doing that one. So I'm very, very busy. But anyway. Let me just play this right here. Yeah, we could get away with shit like this because the Shiesty right around the corner, so we could get away with shit like this. Like, I wouldn't really let y'all see anything until showtime, but it's okay, you know. We're so amped out about Shiesty, and we're so excited about it, and it's can't keep still. I'm working overtime. I'm staying up late, sleeping during the day, staying up at night. I'm doing all kind of shit now, eating all kind of shit. We really throwing down. We really getting rough around here a little bit. Can't say you blame us, of course. You know, it's just we're getting really excited, you know. But anyway, here it is. Check this out. The music, don't worry about the music and all. That's just the opener for it. Let y'all hear how it comes on in. Kind of like an overview of what's happening. Just take a listen. Take a listen. It was a rather dark and gloomy day in November. Almost Thanksgiving time. Or shall I say, did Thanksgiving pass? I can't remember. There were a few locals out and about, but not many. The street was still and rather quiet. I was waiting for the bus on that brittle afternoon, that brittle late afternoon, and I remember thinking when I get home, a warm cup of hot chocolate would be suffice. Considering my choices, hot chocolate would do. As I was standing there, I heard a bit of a struggle, as if one was struggling with a huge object, a large one. Now, when I turned around, I was taken aback a bit because my eyes came across a vision that if someone told me the vision, I would have begged to differ. Was it really so? A lovely young and rather anxious girl struggling with an enormous box. She was paused at an open gate, I suppose waiting to grasp some more air to continue. Well, upon seeing this, I was quick to fleet of foot to offer my assistance to this beautiful young maiden. I went on to assure her that I was of good belonging and just waiting for the bus, of all things. She smiled and went on explaining how she carried that huge box half a block for a reason. Reason being, in her car trunk, it would be impossible to get through the garage gate. Understanding this, I insisted upon helping her, and she, for her part, was insisted upon accepting my offer after I gained her trust. And surprisingly, the box wasn't heavy at all. Okay, I guess that's it. That's all we'll give away for now. So as you see, it's a show where I'm dictating, but that's not the show in general. That's just the beginning. That's the opening of the show. The show itself is not like that. It's me and her talking. We're actually having conversation about a show that she's watching. She's obsessed with a show from Beyond. The show, what is it called? Beyond? The show called Beyond. Wait a minute, it's in that. I ain't digging in that, but let me see. One Step Beyond. That's the name of the show. One Step Beyond is like the Twilight Zone. They show these autobiography film like shorts, like the Twilight Zone. Now, she's obsessed with this one certain one. She's obsessed with it and shit. That's all she watches and shit. Now, I remember That's what I'm saying. It's not like it's not like it's a fucking mystery or nothing. Because I remember being a teenager, I had a certain movie that I watched all the time. You know, and y'all, I'm talking about people. Y'all know that I watched a certain movie all the time. I was obsessed with it. I wasn't really upset. Yeah, I wasn't really obsessed with it. It's just I needed to watch it all the time. So I'm familiar with the, you know, oh goodness, the characteristics of somebody that's hooked on that shit. And I even mentioned that. I just ain't get to the point. I just ain't get to the part where y'all heard that. Y'all heard me say it. But I did say it in the show that I myself was hooked on the show. So I know about people like that that's hooked on shows like that. I know about that. Anyway, needless to say, she's hooked on this show, and the show is about a woman that starts fires with her brain, with her mind, which I think that came from Stephen King's Firestarter with Drew Barrymore in them. With Drew Barrymore and let me see if I can. George C. Scott, a young Heather Locklear was in it. You know, I think that's where that came from. This short, from Beyond, this TV show, the short show that she's obsessed with. I think Firestarter came from that. I think it came from that. There's no way. If it didn't, that's a hell of a coincidence. That's what I'm saying. If it didn't, the Stephen King novel didn't, then that's a fucking hell of a coincidence. The only difference is the girl in From Beyond is in high school. You see, and of course, Firestarter, Charlene, Drew Barrymore, her name was Charlene, I believe. All right, she was a child. So there's the age difference. Okay. Well, From Beyond, she's in high school. Now, Patty May, y'all see on screen, is obsessed with that. So that's all she's doing is watching that all the time. Now, while she's watching that, I'm talking to her, and we're going into deep discussions about trying to figure out why she's obsessed with it. Now, here's the kicker to the thing. Here's the kick to the story here. Is that Patty May claims that she has the same ability. She claims she has, and that's the reason why she's obsessed with the movie, that she sits and watches the movie all the time, because she's saying, I have the same ability. I'm not denying that. In the show, you'll see I'm not denying that. But we're talking about all kind of deep discussion of facts about the paranormal, about the psychic world. So we're talking about that discussion. How is a name for it? Pyrokinesis. Yeah, right. Pyrokinesis. That's what it's called. Pyrokinesis, when you can start fires with your mind. It's called pyrokinesis. Pyrokinesis. So we're talking about that on the show. You know, we're talking about that on the show. That's the biggest thing of the show is the fact that she's hooked on this From Beyond show. She's hooked on it. And I'm talking to her through it. And basically that's what the show is about. That she claims that she can start fires. Just like the girl on the show. Now, when you watch the show, you'll see that while she's watching it, we're watching it also. So it'll be like not just her sitting there watching. We're going to actually see the original show and talking over the show and getting into discussions about not only what we see, but questions about the pyrokinesis of having that ability. Because there's more abilities also. That's just one. Another one is shocking, like Pikachu, and another one is that. So it's kind of like that. Very entertaining. You know, very entertaining. Very, in my opinion, captivating. Because I'm gonna bring, in other words, I'm gonna bring this woman to life. You know, and this is the first show ever, and I do mean ever, like this. There's never been a show like this before. Never been a show like this before. I got this like, I was going to talk about Isabella also. How I want to bring her to fucking life also. But we're stuck on this starting fire, this pyrokinesis. Now, I made this book right here. And this is a overview of the show itself. This just show it's a show where I'm gonna be dictating off of. You know, not necessarily me playing a psychiatrist, but if you kept listening to the show, you'll see that I just got hooked on her, and she got hooked on me. She's a photographer. You understand? She takes pictures, and she's a writer. That's what she does most of her time. Besides watch that godforsaken show. That's what she does. She takes pictures and writes stories. Basically take pictures though. It's a connection between that and the fact that I'm up her ass, that I'm in her life now. And here I am waiting for the bus to go home, and now all of a sudden it's like, what the fuck? I'm part of her fucking life now. I will say I'm into it. Not like Dragonfly though. Not like Dragonfly. Now Isabella, this Isabella here, I want to shout out to my Sadiqs out there, because y'all want, now we went through this before, y'all want an Isabella look-alike contest for Shicer. Okay. We have to think about that, because I have to stay focused on what's going on. There's a lot of things going on in the world, guys. Yeah. And if I get wrapped up too much in RVT, that's why I'm coming to RVT. I'm doing the best I can, because a lot of people don't got time to look at RVT right now because all this shit going on in the world. But yeah, I hear what y'all saying. Y'all want an Isabel look-alike contest. I feel that shit. That would be fun, because y'all mentioned it last year. That y'all wanted the Isabel look-alike contest. I'm not saying no and I'm not saying yes. All I'm saying is just hold off for a bit. Because if it's not this year, it'll be next year. It's going to, yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's going to be. It's not like it's not going to be. It's Shicer, for Christ's sake. We do every fucker thing. We do every goddamn thing. So just, just give me a little bit, because I think that right there is really close right there. It's really close. I just think our ants need to be more rounded. but yet it's still, that's really damn good. That's really damn good. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying no. That's the thing I'm trying to convey to them. That the point is, I'm not saying no. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that it's a lot of things going on in the world right now. I just, it's a lot. We're doing a lot of shit. Yeah, I'm just trying to, we gotta take everything one day at a time. It'd be too much. We're doing a lot of stuff around here, preparing for shicing and everything. But the bottom line is, I'm not saying no. The Isabel lookalike contest will be on Shicer. It will be in Shicer. Because I want that. I'm not saying I don't want it. I want that. So, we just have to be patient with the Isabel lookalike contest. Now, let's go back to the book. Because I wrote this book. I'm writing this book. And this book, this Patty Rob May is going to be an interesting show because it's not a show like it nowhere. It's not a show like it nowhere. This is the first show. So I'm not straying away from the fact of what a show is any goddamn way. Every show is basically the same, meaning it's the same kind of, A, B, C, D, E, F, G kind of thing. Every show has the same thing, and they it's a pattern. This show here is going to be the only show that's different. That's not. I mean, we never came across a show like this before. Never. And so it's going to be interesting to see me conversate with Patty in discussions while we watch this show that she's obsessed with. I mean, she's really fucking obsessed with it. Highlights gonna be, an overview is gonna be written in that book, and in that book I'm gonna bring on. I'm gonna try make up a mind that we're gonna put it on Rashid's Table Talk. Rashid's Table Talk. Because I think there'll be the notes. That's what I'm saying. When y'all watch the shows, I want y'all to have pen and paper around here so y'all can take notes. You see. And I'm creating this whole thing, this whole fucking thing, and I know for a fact there'll be interesting topics and interesting highlights that come out of it. So you want to take notes of it. So all of it is going to be in this book right here, if not put in like a paragraphic phase of a deeper meaning of something about the show. It'll be this, that, and the other. And it'll be put in this book, and we'll discuss it on Rashid's Table Talk. It'll be interesting to do. All dictated. That's why I got my dictated machine there. All dictated. Which is very fascinating. Also mean I can carry it outside and stuff like that. So I'm really excited about My Sweet Firehouse. That's the name of it. My Sweet Firehouse. I like that. Because I'll tell you why. Because it reminds me of anything with the word sweet in it, give it a certain glaze. Like that horror movie, My Sweet Valentine. Alright, that's what I'm saying. Is this a horror show? If I can name it, will it be a horror show? I will name it Suspense Horror Psychological Show. Suspense Horror Psychological Show. Suspense, how? Because she's just a weird girl. That's the suspense. Horror, how? Is because I'm up in the house and we barely know each other. And she's obsessed with me, not going to let me leave. Psychological how is because I'm trying to find out what happened to her immediate family. And how come she don't use the upstairs? And where is her family at? Where's her mother, her father, her sisters? So all of these things going to be, discussed and answered. So it definitely goes under suspense and horror because it's a perfect recipe for horror, if you ask me. Other than suspense or drama or what have you. It's a perfect recipe for horror. Hands down. Getting wrapped up in this. Still gotta come on, that's what I'm about to say. Still gotta get that Dalmatian fucking, Dalmatian. I gotta come up with something for Dalmatian. And I swear, you just gotta wait. Everybody has to wait. But Dalmatian is in the bag. I swear, Dalmatian is in the bag. I just need a spark with Dalmatian. I need some kind of spark. Because right now, it's, to be honest with you, right now, we're just making shows and adding to Dalmatian. But we ain't got a fermentation of Dalmatian yet. So I will create, because we were thinking about putting this with Dalmatian. Then I thought, it'll be too strong. This is too fucking strong to be with Dalmatian. So we're not gonna put it with Dalmatian. Too strong. I don't think Dalmatian can carry this. Dalmatian can't carry this. Very excited about it, though. Very, very excited about it. Letting y'all know what's going on, because it's all about shicing. You know what I'm saying, guys? It's all about shicing. About what's going to be this year. And we're very, very excited about it. Very excited about it. So, that's all I've been doing. That's all that's going on, dude. Excited as hell. I'm just doing something right now. Y'all can tell when I'm doing something because my voice gets kind of fadey a little bit. And I'm like, We're out. Okay. I was watching One Step Beyond. We was. And upon seeing that fucking one goddamn thing, gave me an idea for this right here. My Sweet Firehouse. It's not okay, it's not way a point where Christians can't watch it. And Christians saying, okay, this is not a Christian show. This show don't. It's not like that. It's not like that. It's not like that. Not like a Christian show like that. It's not like a Christian show like that. Well, because Christians will see it, Christians will see it and say, "Oh, well, I don't think we can watch that." It's talking about, parakinesis and stuff like that, and God, all this stuff from Satan. No, it's not like that. I don't think it's that bad that a Christian has to stay away from the show, or a spiritual person. Muslim or something like that. I try to stay in a ballpark where everybody can enjoy the material and nobody have to worry about saying, okay, this right here is not suitable, for us spiritual people. Y'all know that. Y'all know that. You got Hush Hush, Sweet Charlotte, My Sweet Valentine. You put sweet in there. I want that. I don't have that. Yeah, we don't have that around RVT. It's a certain flavor with that. My Sweet Valentine, Hush Hush, Sweet Charlotte. Yeah. We don't have that. I want that. I want that. First show like this. First show like this. I'm just excited about it. I'm working on something now while I'm talking to you guys on the phone. So, on the phone, you heard me on the phone, God. I'm talking to you guys on a microphone. I told you I'm treating everybody like I'm talking to them on the telephone. It slipped out. I'm talking to you on the phone. Oh my God. See, I just slip out like that, So, been working, getting shows ready for Shiesty, guys. I'll get into detail about it in a few seconds. Let me finish this shit. I'm almost finished. But don't think I don't know about. Speaking of the world events and all, yeah, it's really bad. It's getting fucked up bad out there. And it's getting really worse. And y'all spiritual people know. I told y'all that it was going to get like this. Don't be surprised. And it's going to get worse. I'm telling you now it's going to get worse. Yeah, we're telling you now. But that's not for a show like this. That's for the colony. Now for a show like this, so I'm not gonna go into detail about it, but yeah, I know it's the colonial virus. The colonial virus. That's not what it's called. What is it called? The colony virus? The something? The Carolina? Corona. That's it, Corona. I know it's one of them. I don't even know the goddamn name of the damn thing. So it's like, wash your hands, wash your ass. It's a shame they gotta tell you to wash up, We stunk that low that they gotta tell people to wash their hands. I see what's going on, man. I see what's going on. Gotta wash your hands and dry hands all over the place. I hope you got some moisturizer. Wash hands. Oh, there's a lot of dry hands around. I hope y'all got some moisturizer handy. Cause your hands sure gonna be dried the fuck out. Oh, that wash your hands. Your hands gonna be really dried up, dude. So, hope you got some moisturizer around to take care of that. Corona. That's the name of it, Corona. I knew it was one of them fucking things. I know it's one of them fucking things. I just didn't know it's like Corona. People isolated. They got so many people isolated, on ships, on cruise ships. You go to a cruise ship all happy, yeah, I'm on vacation, and you fucked. When you get back home, I'm gonna go home and get some rest. As soon as you go home and get some rest, you fucked. And it's sad, but that's the reality for people, You think you're gonna go home and get some rest and brag to your neighbors and brag to your family and brag to your people at work that you've been on a vacation, and you turn around, you fucked. You ain't bragging shit. Hate to sound like that, but hey, if it's the truth, then fuck it, I've been myself around here because of Shison. I've been keeping busy. Yeah, my brain is working overdrive. My brain is like overdriving fucking shit. And it's like, thank God, thank goodness. Thank goodness. But this stuff doesn't surprise us, what we're going through. Because like we said, we believe this is the end of the days, dude. So, it's not a real surprise to us. When I first saw that Firestarter, the one with George C. Scott in it, and Heather Locklear and stuff, Drew Barrymore, I always wanted to do something with that because I liked that so much. I saw it so many times. And it was just a good fucking movie, dude. It was just a good movie. And I saw it so many times. And I always wanted to do something. And it's good that I have an opportunity. Yeah, we have an opportunity now. With my sweet Firehouse. To do something, that's alright. Hold on.
I may be drunk. And I will have to wait. You still haven't told me what you've come for. To mess with the utmost importance. What's the matter? I think I'm being followed. I haven't had any money for changes. I'm going to get Mr. Frick. You'll find no change there either. I believe that's the same to
That's one thing about these movies like this, these retro movies right here, because you're guaranteed to hear something like that in it. Boy, did they give a fuck back then, you know? This girl said, well, she ain't say, yeah, that's the thing we ain't get to, so I ain't even gonna say nothing. Because I think she's signifying. But I think she's saying she could start fires with her brain, with her head. And that's how I met her. I was at a bus stop, waiting for the bus. I turn around. I see her struggling, a girl struggling with a box. A huge, huge box. I go over there and start talking to her. And I assure her I'm okay. You know, crazy people out here in the world. But I'm okay. I'm a good stock. I'm a Sadiqi. I'm of good stock. I'm a Sadiqi. I'm of good stock. I'm okay. So we get in a conversation. She invites me in. Then we get into a heavy conversation about, what was it about? Film. I think it was about film, photography, and art. In art, because she's an artist. And next thing you know, I'm drinking hot chocolate. I'm coming over there again and again. And next thing you know, I'm stuck. What's the word? I'm earthbound. I'm earthbound. That means I can't fucking move. She got me. Yeah, I said I'm a spider in her web. Yeah, you're right. I said I'm a spider in her web because I'm caught now. And that's what she did. That's what Patty did. And y'all gonna see it. I'm gonna bring it on RBT. It's gonna be part of a Shason show, you know, because y'all know I have so many shows to begin with. So many shows, guys. But it's good that we have a Rashid Universe coming on, you know, and it's going to be a weekend of this, that, and other. You know, I had to cancel it. And it's a good thing I canceled it, you know. A lot of people are not in for show business, and I told you guys before that the world going to be making changes, guys. You know, the world is going to be making major fucking changes. And nobody is not going to be thinking about no goddamn Rashid RVT. In fact, the world ain't going to be thinking about no shows. No shows. None. You know? Nobody's going to be thinking about no RVT. With all this suffering going on. There's no way. So with that in mind, I'm adjusting our viewership. I'm adjusting everything to the world's, you know, because I really want y'all to enjoy this content. I want y'all really to pay attention to this content. I really want y'all to really, you know, and I understand, yeah, that's what I'm saying, sweet. I understand that things getting wayward all around the world. Nobody's going to enjoy shit. So why, you know, when everything calms down, like the coronavirus is calming down a bit, it's getting like, okay, yeah, okay, now I can upload. That's why I'm uploading now. Well, stuff really hype. Why bother? Yeah, why bother, you know. But that doesn't mean I went anywhere. You know, I'm still around. I'm still around. Trying to get y'all mind off things the best way I can. You notice, yeah. You notice I said the best way I can and shit. You know, I know people ain't in the mood for all that stupid shit right now. So I'm cool with the stupid shit right now. You know, I'm adjusting myself. You know, something different for us. But this Perry May is going to be just part of the lineup of shites and shows that we're going to be viewing. This shites. It's just part of the lineup. Especially the Rashid's Universe. I sure hope there's another one of them coming up after this one. Because it's good to see that again. Yeah. We have to wait and see. You know, that's the point. We have to wait and see. Yeah. It's a dragonfly going. It takes time to make these things. Well, you know it's not overnight, sweetie. You know it's not. You know. It just dawned on me watching that fire show. I wondered if Stephen King based his novel off of this. After all, this is from the 1950s, right? And this show, the My Sweet Firehouse, is the 1950s. It's based off the 1950s. That's why she looks like that. Her hair looks like that. And they shot it all in UK. Yeah, most of the episodes were shot in UK. Then you got few of the episodes were shot in America, but most of them was in UK. Yeah, so I'm trying to make it true to light, not straying away from, you know, that era, that time era. You know, it's good to bring back the past and recreate the past and you're able to create something from your head of a story of the past and bring it to life. And it's just, it makes sense, if you just stay on track like that. It makes sense. And that's good. We want it to make sense. We want it to make sense. Seeing a show like that, One Step Beyond, and she's obsessed with it. If she was, that's what I'm saying, if she was a girl from 2020, that wouldn't really look right. It wouldn't look, or being as though she's a girl from 1950, same as the show. You want to keep it in on the track. You want to keep it in, you want to make it look right. You don't want to have different characters out of sync. You want to stay in sync with those. And this way people get the full understanding about what you mean and what you say when you deliver your material. It's bad enough being an artist and trying to be a writer at the same time. That's almost impossible. Artists basically are not writers, because when you're an artist, you court. All artists are court. Now, this is just my opinion. All artists are court. We're just the most strangest people on the face of the earth. And when you get one and try to write a book like your average Joe in Barnes and Nobles, it's not going to work. You're going to get some crooked ass shit on paper, because we're crooked people. Rather, it's the way we pronounce our words, the way we make our present our formentation. It's always crooked. It's always crooked. It's never like the average writer in a bookstore. There's not an artist, and they just write. Like the individual who did the girl with the pearl earring. If they became a writer, it would be the most crookedest shit you ever read. So what I'm trying to say is I'm doing my best. I'm doing my fucking best to try to, to be the writer, because I like to write. I just like literature also. And I know I can master the literature just as much as I can master being an artist. But to have somebody that's an artist and a literature writer is very rare. It's very fucking rare, dude, because artists are just crooked motherfuckers. We all been. And when we try to write something that's decent and all, it comes out crooked. Now, you got some artists that just straight, they do writing, and that's an art, and they stick to that. They don't draw pictures, they don't paint and all, even though some of them can, they don't. They just stick to writing. And of course, they're successful, because they're writers. They're real original writers. They're artists. They're writers. But then you got some that paints and draws like us and then try to be like them. And it's like, you can't, it's hard for an artist to get our emotions on paper, even in art, let alone literature. You see what I'm saying? So it's very, very, very difficult and trialsome, but it's a very entertaining and challenging. And when you can master that, then it's no telling how higher you can go with your art. How higher you can go with it. You don't want to be at a certain level with it. Because I've been writing all my life. I've been coming home from school, just writing stories when I come home from school about what I've been through at school. I thought it was a really fun thing. Even though it was serious, it still was fun. And I made a comic book out of it. My whole day when I got home from school, I went upstairs in my room and made a comic book out of my whole goddamn day. And I loved it. I really enjoyed it. It was so successful that some fucker went under my bed and stole it all. I got past almost 4 months, and under my bed was full of journals. And somebody came and stole every fucking page. That's how good it was. It was really good. I wasn't that upset because it was all in my memory, number one. And number two, I always could write it again. So, in other words, it was a form of flattery almost. I'm not saying it's flattery if somebody break into the art museum and steal paintings and go outside the roof and still painting, and then somebody come in and say, hey, they stole art. Hey, that's a form of flag. I ain't saying it like that. But when you in my position, you know, and somebody steal your writing, that's a form of flattery, dude. So I liked it. And then let me know that not only do they try to steal my art, not only do they try to steal my artwork, but they steal my writing. They like it. Fuckers like it. So, it you know, just reassured me that, hey, keep writing, you know. And that's what it is, man. That's what it is. You think it's a white girl. Yeah, when you look at it, it's a white girl. It's not a white girl, dude. It's not a white girl. She's not a white girl. She has an accent. If you go over Britain, you're not from America. A lot of people are not from America. And in America, on a Friday night, if a girl walk into like Fat Tuesdays, and you know how white kids like to hang out in that motherfucker, at least on the Clinton administration when the shit was raw. And she walk up in there, and she talk with an accent, a British accent, or any accent, they would treat her different. They will not treat her like an American white girl. They'll treat her completely different. It's a lot of aspects to race than appearance. I go with that. You know, I don't go with appearance. Just because somebody looks something, that doesn't mean that they're something, guys. You see what I'm saying? And this is what I'm trying to teach around RVT. That's what I'm trying to teach. I am not getting on that bandwagon of white and black. The world is white and black. When you go to Hollywood, white and black. Any Hollywood movie, it's got to be white and black for it to be successful. White and black, black and white and black. That's all. Every now and then you'll get a Chink or fucking a Sammy or whatever. Every now and then. Every other movie. Basically it's white and black. I'm getting away from all of the shit. All of it. It ain't white or black around here. In fact, some of the colors around here will have you scratching your head. Because it's better that way. It's much, much better that way. Because in the real world, you're not pronouncing your color the right way anyway. You see, it's all psychological. There's no such thing as a black person. There's no such thing as a white person in America. There's no such thing as a white person. They pink or beige. And this motherfucker brown or dark brown. Ain't no black and white. I mean, so it's all fucked up anyway. That's why I try to. I stay away from all of it because it don't make sense. It's all in your brain. It's all in your brain, dude. You got people saying white and black when they not white and black. You know, it's all in your brain. You can't look at a person like a real person. I don't give a fuck if they rainbow color. I don't give a fuck if half their body orange and the other half of it green. If you see too much of them acting like a person, you're going to just see them as a person, and that color going to disappear. Because it's all in your brain, dude. It's all how you perceive it. And that's how I do around RVT. And this confuses a lot of people. I mean, a lot of people. Yeah, we'll go into detail about that another, yeah, we'll go into detail about that on another show or what have you. We will. About that. Because a lot of people wonder about that around RVT, about the race thing. I don't have this, because I don't want no part of that. soon as you see that, it's a certain mind frame that you're already in, like a cookie cutter. You know, a cookie cutter. As soon as you see that, it's a mind frame that you're naturally in when you see white and black. You're gonna go right to that natural way of thinking, and I don't want that thinking around RBT. And there's never ever gonna be around RBT ever. I don't like it. I don't like it. So don't look at the material and say, okay, white girl, white. It's not. You're way off. Way off. Her nose, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Patty's nose right here is round. I always give them that roundness on their nose. Always give them that roundness. You'll hardly ever see something pointy. Well, I do have pointy characters when I'm doing cartoons and I'm, tripping out. Y'all know how we have fun and you see pointing, like, but here you see a roundness to their nose. You see around a button nose, because I think she's got button nose and stuff like that. I make them round and all, because that's the kind of girls I like. I like clown-looking girls. I like cute girls rather than pretty girls. That's just my taste in women, clown women, and stuff like that. Yeah, so. Because by the way people look at this, oh, she's a white, she's not. She's not. The image of the light hair, the light skin, and so curly hair. It's not straight hair, that's curly hair. The image of it, I like that because you could get through to people with that image right now. Because that's the image in the world today that people really can go to, and it's like a raw, emotional person. And they can bring it out more than any race right now. They can't, because that's the light that the media have them in. So it's good to use them just to bring out stuff. It's good to use them that way. You can do that, just to bring out stuff, because that's the way they are in the world. If you go to anybody of color, then you expect to see some kind of something else. But if they be straightforward, the average person to say no, because those people don't act that way. And now you're taking the essence away from the movie. Now you're taking the essence away from the movie, you see. And I'm trying to reconstruct all of that on RBT. That's why you see it the way you see it. So I want to make that clear about that. When you look at race around here, you're thinking white was not like that. It's not like that. I'm bringing out something. I use the colors on RBT for a reason that shows. I use all the colors for a reason. For a reason. Sometimes, like Rashi's universe, my skin is lighter on the beginning episodes more than now. The episodes now. You see, because when I first came on, I wanted to grab attention. And if I came off in a different color, it would have threw people off, because the way I am. It would have threw people off. But if I came on that way, then it's like, okay, something's going on here. You see, I had people, scratching their head like, wait a minute, that's light here, but he's not a white person. Okay. Then, okay, now I got him. Now I darken. I make the color be a different color, as the shows go on. You just gotta use, it's like when you make a movie, you want to make sure you get the right colors, because you want the script brings out certain personalities that not all people can carry. Like I went to the example of I like Gregory Hines. I love Gregory Hines. I like Gregory Hines. Gregory Hines is the guy who played in White Knights with that ballerina. He does ballet. Let me see. Hold on for a minute. I'll find out 1 second here. I'll explain what I'm talking about. Let me see. His name was Kyle Baryshnikov and Gregory Hines. Kyle Baryshnikov. That's the guy's name. And Gregory Hines. Then he played on Running Scared with Billy Crystal. It was Billy Crystal and Gregory Hines. Then, he played on a Cotton Club with Richard Gere. And this is like a 1930s thing about tap dance, because Gregory Hines could tap dance. Y'all know that. Then he played in taps when they tap dance, the movies about tap dancing. He is my buddy. Gregory Hines will always be my buddy. And when they turned around and put him in Waiting to Exhale, I was happy to see him in that movie, Waiting to Exhale. And this is a movie with Whitney Houston in it, Angela Bassett in it. It's an old movie. And he was in it. Gregory Hines was in it. And I was happy to see him, but I was upset also. Because I said, I'm not going to get the best of Gregory Hines in this movie right here. Not only did he have a short part in it, but I said, I'm not going to get the best of him in this movie because it's a black movie. In an urban movie, you don't use a lot of human emotions in urban movies. There's only just a few you use all through the movie. You got to act cool, you got to act depressed, you got to act angry, and you got to act happy. All the other emotions barely don't exist, and if they do, they only for a few minutes. Basically, you're acting cool, you're acting happy, you're acting sad, or you're acting or angry. They're the only emotions in black cinema, basically. So when I saw Gregory Hines in Waiting to Exhale, I got upset because I know I'm not going to get the Gregory Hines I like. I'm going to get either one of those emotions right there. But when he plays with, when he played in White Nights, Baryshnikov, when he played in White Nights with Baryshnikov, you got all the emotions, the way what he was going through, and he was upset because he lost a bet, and a black person won't have him like that in a black movie. You see, and I like his acting. And if he go to Western movies, he'll display the good acting shit in Western movies rather than an Afro-American movie. Because he played an Afro-American movie, there's only certain emotions he's going to play. So I was happy to see him in Waiting to Exhale, but I was really upset at the same time because I'm going to get the cool Gregory Hines and shit. I want the Gregory Hines when he played with Billy Crystal and shit. I want that motherfucker. But you ain't going to get no Gregory Hines like with Billy Crystal in no black movie. That's something you ain't going to get. So I'm like, well, at least I'm seeing Gregory Hines and shit. You see what I'm saying? So I try to fix all of that around RBT and try to stay away from all of it and pick out the colors and that fit the roles that the audience will buy. It's not that emotions in Afro-American movies and shows and stuff and so, that's just the way, it goes. And you ain't gonna get the way he was a Billy Crystal. You won't get him acting that way with a brother. If it wasn't for Baryshnikov, he wouldn't be acting that way with another, it just don't make sense, You'll get some Bad Boys kind of acting, Will Smith and Martin Lawrence kind of thing. You won't get that. It's just more emotion than Western. I want it to be better than Western around RBT. I want all emotions around RBT. You see what I'm saying? I want the best emotions around RBT. I want theater around RBT. I want sweat around RBT. I want the real stuff around RBT. Yeah, and these things we're going to discuss. Yeah, we're going to discuss later on in future shows. This is the show for it, but and it's sad that we can't really enjoy anything right now per se. We can't really enjoy anything because of what the world going through. You know, we got the disease thing, you got the election thing, you got all this shit going on. And the last thing somebody want to do is laugh. They want something to get their mind off shit. But the last thing people want to see is some stupid shit right now. So it's like, okay, this putting a wet towel on my ass. You see? It's putting a wet towel on my ass. I'm sure, now y'all heard about the James Bond movie they putting out. And they said they holding it back all the way to when? February? God! That's a long time to hold back a movie. Somewhere around there they say they holding it back. But it's a disease outbreak. But I'm sure that's not the only reason also. Who could really enjoy anything right now? Would you want, if you just had a masterpiece? I mean, guys, now listen to me. I don't know how many of you guys out there are artists. I don't know how many of y'all are artists out there. But if you just did a masterpiece, man, a masterpiece, would you feel comfortable releasing it in the movies right now? Now, you gave sweat, bone, and guts creating this masterpiece. Sweat, bone, and fucking guts. Would you feel good putting it in the movie theater right now? Yes or no? You see the point? So I'm trying to measure out when RVT going to be airing and when RVT not going to be airing right now, because this is getting outrageous, and I don't want to waste, I'm not going to say I don't want to waste my time, because we're going to enjoy it regardless, but I don't want to waste your guys' time. When I want you to come here and look at this, I want you to enjoy yourself. I don't want you to be, worried and all that shit. Like a lot of movies a lot of editing got done when 9/11 happened. A lot of editing, they cut out a lot of movies. You got to adapt your material to the world scene. And I told you, the worse things get, the worse the world get, the more people ain't going to want to watch no damn RVT because they're going to be worried too fucking much. That's just obvious. Not going to stop, mind you, because you're out of your fucking mind. Rashid don't stop shit. But what I'm going to do is adjust. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. So just realize that. And the beat goes on. You know how the song say? And the beat goes on, man. And the beat goes on. But you can't help to say just damn, You can't help to say just damn. I would love to do some Rashid. You know how my stupid ass is the Rashid and Annette show. I would love to do some of that stupid shit, man. But people is not going for that stupid shit right now. They're not going for it. They're not going for the stupid shit right now. They're really not. They're not. And if they go for it, that's what I'm about to say. If they go for it, they're gonna trash you later on when they come to their senses. They're going to hate the fuck out of you when they come to their senses. You can't win. This entertainment business is a can't-win game. You just can't win one way or the other. You just can't. Can't win. Can't win. Well, anyway, let me get out of here. I might do this again tomorrow because it seems like things calmed down from this virus shit. So I might do this again tomorrow. Stay close to RVT because I have some stuff, and we can't wait to see this Patty May, this My Sweet Firehouse. Look for this because it's the part of Shice's lineup this summer. This Shice. Okay? And I'll talk to you guys later. Don't forget about nothing we talked about, and have a nice evening, alright? See ya.